Welcome back, everyone. Look who it is, Marcy Bowling with Watching Over Whiskers. And she has not brought one, not two, but three furry feline friends. Okay, because I don't want to butcher the names because they're so cute. Would you introduce who we have?
You have Emerson, which is the girl in the litter. Jeremy has Easton, and I have Mason.
Hello, baby.
Who has one eye.
Oh, now why does that baby have one eye?
Because they were very sick when they were babies. Oh. So they were brought to us as a litter of 4, and they were very, very sick when they were about a month old, and we lost the other girl. Oh. So they're, as you can tell, healthy as a horse now.
Yeah.
And they're great, but he did lose his eye as a result of, you know, the infection and stuff as a baby. This is, you know, one of the reasons why we don't like cats outside.
Right.
Especially little kittens, because they don't fare well. They don't have an immune system. They don't have the ability to fight off all the bad things that happen outside, and that's what happened to this little litter. But because they were sick as babies, they are just giant babies now. So they're about 8 months old, and so we have, you know, held, cuddled, kissed, cooed. So this is what they're used to now. Now they just love people like 20. You can see, I mean, he'll just sit here and look. They're just watching TV, hanging out.
I know they are.
They don't have a mean bone in their body. They're just so loving.
Yeah.
Such
well,
loving
and you wanted to point out I think I've covered her tail, but they're big old fluffy tails.
Yeah, these guys, well, they're 8 months old, and the boys are big, as you can tell here. I mean, they are big babies.
He really is a baby. Look at that.
Oh, okay, it's getting your microphone though. There we
I'm
go.
so sorry.
Let's move that. Yes. There we go,
Thank
little
you for
baby.
the kisses. Thank you.
There we go.
So for someone maybe looking to adopt, you would prefer maybe all 3 of them go together, or at least 2 of them because they've only known?
Yeah, at least a pair of them to go together would be preferential.
Sorry.
He's like gonna, you know, take my mic out. I'm sorry.
Yes.
They just love each other. I mean, like they were crying when they were separated in the carriers. You know, like they were like, "Where's my other? Oh my gosh, I'm alone." Here he is, head booping me.
Aww.
I mean, they are.
He is
they are so loving. They're so sweet. They're big kissers. They're just the best cats, and so they're very chill. They're not done growing since they're 8 months old. Let's be
Do you
clear.
think they'll do well with other kitties or dogs in a household?
Yeah, definitely other cats because they've been with them. And I think if somebody had a cat, you know, or so, and they were looking for friends, and they had a cat-loving dog that's been around cats, that'd be great. Because otherwise, they've not really ever had any dog experience.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I know.
Now, he's rambunctious. Now these 2.
Mason says having one eye does not slow me down
No.
whatsoever at all.
Not at all. I know I was holding this one before the show, and oh my gosh, just a love bunny.
You look at him. He says, I'm just
No, don't chew the mic!
Lord. Mason.
He's like,
sorry,
do not,
don't
Mike,
have the
I have
mic.
something to say to you all.
Oh my goodness.
Adopt me.
He says, find us a home. He said, look at how great we are.
So is that part of this trick to having like cuddle kitties is them being really handled when they're young and small? Because I thought I handled my kitties they were tiny, fit in the palm of my hand.
It
And
is.
yet they hate me.
Well, we'll talk about that later. There's counseling for that. But
I need it.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, you know, for us, I mean, that's why we try to get them in foster homes. I mean, that's one of the differences in a shelter versus a rescue type environment, right? Is the more you can get them handled and loved and cuddled and used to nail trims and used to being, you know, handled for everything, the more they turn into putty like this as they grow, because it's just they're so used to it. And I, you know me, I'm all about the cuddling and the swaddling and the burritoing. I call it burrito instead of burrito, but you know, where you just where you swaddle them all up when they're little. Like right now, I've got a couple spicy burritos, little burritos that are needing a little, you know, head rubbing and kissing, whether they want it or not, because they hiss and spit.
Oh.
You know, so we just pulled a mom and 4 kittens, and 2 of the kittens are pretty spicy. They tried to bite me when I was bathing them and stuff and everything, and I was like, we don't do that here. And so anyway, so that's what we do is we work with them like that, so they'll be like putty in a few weeks.
Is there really a difference though between like an orange cat and a black cat, personality-wise, the stereotype?
Sometimes, yeah. Orange cats usually only have a couple brain cells.
Oh, like me.
Yeah. Look at you. Look at you. They are very lovey. They're very cuddly. They're very just happy-go-lucky as a general rule, and they are not usually the sharpest knife in the drawer.
Yeah.
Just so you know. So orange cats are just usually your fun, loving, entertaining, cuddly, wuddly babies, just so you know. I mean, that's their personality. Black cats are incredibly loving cats, and people overlook that for whatever reason.
Well, because of,
Stereotype. I know.
Yep.
They're terrified that, yes, something bad's going to happen to them, but that is not the case.
So, Marcy, if somebody wants all 3 of these babies, or maybe hopefully 2 of them at least, how can they get in touch with you?
Apply at watchingoverwhiskers.org so that we can have an adoption counselor visit with you and see if this trio is the right fit or a duo, or if there's another one that is. Because we have 4 trios right now of siblings that are all just as sweet as can be, that have been together since birth. And so it'd be so fun to get a couple trios some homes. We're open Saturday 10 to 2 at WOW HQ. Not everybody's there, but we're open Saturday 10 to 2. So come by and see us in the Southern Hills Shopping Center. Right now it's kind of a construction madness if you've driven by over there. Right, so you have to enter the sidewalk by La Paloma. Everything is fenced off because of putting the concrete in.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for having
Marcy.
us.
All right, don't go anywhere. So much more fun on Ozarks Fox AM after this. Go get those kitties, please.
Look at little Miss Emerson.